Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is the English translation of the MAJLIS of Hazrat MAULANA QAMAR Sahib Damat Barakatuhum, which took place on Saturday at the residence of Hazrat Wala. Saturday, the 29th of Shawwal, 1444, corresponding with the English date, 20th of May, 2023. Hazrat Wala starts off this Majlis by saying, فَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ هُوَ أَعْلَمُ بِمَنِ اتَّقَى. Hazrat Wala is saying, this risala that I am reading from is Asharatu Qawaid fi Tazkiyatin Nufus, 10 principles in purifying the nafs. The kitab is that of an Arab alim, and if you look in the Quran, everywhere Allah Ta'ala is telling you to make tazkiyah of your nafs. And here on this particular occasion here, Allah Ta'ala is saying, فَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Do not, in the negative, everywhere is make tazkiyah, and here not the tazkiyah. Kya matlab, what is actually meant? That you should not attribute that tazkiyah to yourself, or that purity to yourself. So, isn't this a correct interpretation or not? Isn't this Sahih Ta'wir? That everywhere Allah is saying make tazkiyah, but here Allah is saying everywhere it is قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ تَزَكَّى قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا. Here it is فَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. So actually the interpretation would be here now that do not attribute purity to yourself. Do not boast about your purity. And it is upon this tazkiyah and this purity that everything is based. فَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. And all of us are bound, duty bound on this command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah is saying, فَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ هُوَ أَعْلَمُ بِمَنِ اتَّقَى. Do not boast about your purity. He knows fully well the one who guarded himself. Now Allah Ta'ala prohibits praising oneself in a manner which would exhibit its purity and righteousness. This is because the place of piety is the heart. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best who has acquired piety. Praising oneself causes egotism, and it causes egotism to enter the heart. It is also a cause of riya, ostentation, which causes the downfall of good actions. Now Sikandar, the great soldier and the king, when he was about to pass away, what wasiyat did he make? He said that, listen, when I pass away, then make sure that you leave my hand hanging out of the kafan, so that people can see this scene, because that's the impression that I want to leave them and go. I know this here, but I want people to understand it as well, that a king of this stature and this nature, he's also returning. But how is he going? He's going empty-handed. So in namaz, it is the same thing. Don't you ponder over that when we raise our hands in making the takbir and saying Allahu Akbar, don't you show that empty palm of your hand that I've got nothing and I want everything from Allah. I want to take from Allah. I have nothing. I want to take from Allah. So in this takbir, according to your takbir, at that time, your concentration and what heart and what mind you even start off that namaz, that's everything. Hazrat Wala is saying, I used to see Maulana Abrarul Haq, that he would fasten his hands, making the takbir and fastening his hands, takbir-e-tahrima, Allahu Akbar, and some few seconds later, he would then drop his hands and repeat that takbir-e-tahrima. Now I would calculate from that there was some type of a difference. There was some type of a difference that he found in his mind, in his heart, due to which he was unhappy about that he would then say his takbir again. You know, people used to come to Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab, and on one occasion he was leaving to go to Bombay, and the people then came, and then Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab said, "See, these people have come, but they have not come for Islah. They have come because I am going to Bombay. They have come to see me off. They haven't come here to sit in the Majlis and listen to me for Islah and reformation." So there is no guarantees here. Look at what has happened now in Palanpur, just like that, and how many people had passed away. So this year is the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. In it is all of this path and suluk and tasawwuf, and how can we gain salvation and reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when we're reading about this year, we will be able to understand, no matter how much a person endeavors to do good deeds and abstain from prohibitions, he will always fall short. He will wrong himself. And that's why we learn from this that tariq, this path, the essence of it is darna. You have to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time. And apne ko kam samajna, you would have to understand yourself to be incomplete, insufficient, inadequate. You would have to understand the deficiency within yourself. So Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala an, the best person after the Anbiya alayhimus salatu wassalam, he was. Despite this, when he asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam to teach him a dua which he could make to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in his salat, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam taught him to say, Allahumma inni zalamtu nafsi dhulman kathira wa la yaghfiru dhunuba illa anta faghfir li maghfiratan min indika warhamni innaka antal ghafurur rahim. O Allah, I have wronged myself excessively. None but you forgives sins. Forgive me then, a forgiveness from yourself. Have mercy on me, for you alone are all forgiving, all merciful. Now Hazrat Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam about the following verse, وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْتُونَ مَا آتَوْا وَقُلُوبُهُمْ وَجِلَةٌ أَنَّهُمْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ رَاجِعُونَ. Those who give whatever they have, meaning whatever they have to give, those who give whatever they give, meaning whatever they have to give, with their hearts trembling, because they have to return to their sustainer. So Hazrat Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha then asked, are they the ones who drink wine and steal? He replied, no, O daughter of Siddiq, rather they observe fast, perform salat, give charity, and they fear that these good actions will not be accepted. Hazrat Abdullah ibn Mulaika rahimahullah said, أدركت أكثر من 30 صحابيا كلهم يخاف النفاق على نفسه. I met more than 30 Sahaba, each one feared hypocrisy on himself. قال الحسن المؤمن جمع إحسانا وشفقة والمنافق جمع إساءة وأمنا. ثم تلا الحسن إن الذين هم من خشية ربهم مشفقون. Hasan al-Basri said, a believer is one who does good yet fears Allah. A hypocrite does evil but he is fearless. He then recited this verse, those who tremble in fear of their sustainer. Now the next one is the 10th principle there, which is recognition of the nafs and the self. An essential point with regard to purification of the nafs is recognizing the reality of this nafs and knowing its attributes so that it becomes easy to supervise it, control it, and treat it from the maladies which afflict it. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes the nafs with 3 attributes which are well known. Each of them revert to the conditions of the nafs. Now these 3 attributes are the nafs mutma'inna, then we have the nafs lawwama, and we have the nafs ammaratun bisu. So here Hazrat Wala is drawing our attention to this point that nafs ki islah ki fikr. Allah Ta'ala bless us with having fikr and concern for the reformation of this nafs and this self of ours, so that this type of hubbe jah, love for fame and popularity, this arrogance, this ostentation and show, all of this here can come out. I mean, the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam speaks about 3 individuals: the alim or the qari there, and then the wealthy person and the brave person. But each of them, I mean, the one conducted his lessons or read to show people. He did not actually do it for Allah. The wealthy person also was spending left, right and center, but it wasn't actually to please Allah, but rather to impress people. Similarly, the one who went and fought in jihad, also there was deficiency and shortcoming in his intention. So if a person has fikr, then his islah will be made. But today there is no fikr, there is no taqwa, there is no taharat, no piety, no purity, no cleanliness. Now how is it? Just like how everyone is doing, जैसे सब लोग कर रहे, हम भी करने लगे, हम भी उसके रंग में रंगे गए. How is it that we are also following suit and we are also coloring ourselves and getting impressed with their path and their way? People are dancing at these functions and these weddings. You know, if somebody has to have some type of amazing medicine which is curing people from fever or from this or from that or from the other, you will find hundreds flocking at their door for that type of fever and heat of the body which people are troubled with. But if there's someone trying to tell them how to get saved from the fire of Jahannam, you would not find people really interested of that. But the essence is based on that how can a person be saved from the fire of hell and be entered into Jannah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allahumma ardina warda anna. Allah, you please us by making us pleased with the a'mal that you have designated for us, and you please us with the rewards also of these a'mal that we have carried out, and meaning the atiyat, the gifts and the presents of these a'mal that we have carried out, the reward of it. We are also going or intending to go in Safar now. People have called us. And hundreds would be gathered there. You people make dua for me. Rather, I am requesting you to make dua for me, that Allah Ta'ala inspires me and Allah Ta'ala assists me. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم بحرمة سيد النبي الكريم صلى الله عليه وسلم.